I went into Cricut Design Space and I grabbed this image here, and then I'm also using this wood plaque that you find at Dollar Tree. That's the 3 squares. And then I'm using this metallic vinyl from Tech Wrap. It is gorgeous. I'm hoping that it shows on screen how pretty it is in person. And then they also sent me one of these weeding tools, but it has 3 different tips on it, which I think is really neat. So anyhow, it peels up really well. The only reason you see me struggle is just some of the little tiny areas. But also, I'm real picky about my transfer tape. I find ones that just, it won't come off. It doesn't transfer very well. And so their transfer tape also transferred this beautifully. I had 0 problems. So I always have problems with that. So I'm very excited to find a transfer tape that works really well. And so that is from Tech Wrap. I will link them down below. So then I just took and cut their vinyl, just a square of it. So I'm just going to add that square to the top and the bottom. And that is going to just kind of give me a background because I'm going to put just plastic snowflakes on top of that. This is a really easy project, but the metallic is so pretty. And then, like I said, it just came off that transfer like butter. Watch this. Watch this. I get so excited. Look at that. Like butter. And then watch it go down again like butter. A lot of times the transfer tape, it still leaves some of the thing on the tape and it's not going down onto the surface. So I was really excited about that. Look at that. It's nice, and look at that. Came right off, easy peasy. So excited. Okay, so these ornaments from Dollar Tree, I'm just going to glue them down to the center. This is, as you can see, such an easy project, but it's so beautiful for winter. And then I just want to add a little bit of ribbon. I don't want to overdo it. So what I do is I just add it to the back, kind of just give it a little floof, I guess you could say. So what I'm doing right here is I am kind of twisting this, and this is going to be so it can still hang on the wall, but you won't see the actual hanger part of it. So I just double it twice and glue it down, and now you see there's a nice little loop there that I can hang it on the wall. And then I'm just adding some of this ribbon. It no longer is on its spool, so I can't tell you for sure where it's from. I love to buy my ribbon on clearance, so it could really be from anywhere. But that's it for this project. It was, like I said, really easy. I love these sleds from Dollar Tree, but it's like, what do you do with them? So I had this like shadow box type frame in my stash. It potentially could be from Michael's. I don't know. I apologize. But yeah, I know you can get one there. And so I have this sled from Dollar Tree as well as that white deer head. That is from Michael's. It's in their ornament department. And I'm just going to start layering. I love when I don't quite know where a project's going to go. I just know there's elements I want to use. And so I just start layering and seeing what I come up with. So I knew I wanted something with a brownish background, but also very wintry. And as a paper hoarder, it was no problem to find this piece of snowflake paper that has a little bit of brown to it. So I'm just adding it in as a picture. As you can see, that's very easy. Flip it over and look how beautiful that is. And now I can start layering. I've gotten really sick of the foam brushes from Dollar Tree, so I invested in one of these Foam Daddies brushes from Dixie Belle, and I'm using that because it cleans up and you can use it over and over, unlike the Dollar Tree ones. Anyhow, I painted that there with antique wax from Waverly. Now, I hot glue this on, and guess what? It doesn't stay. Then I used E6000 and it didn't stay. So what you see what you don't see is off screen, I ended up using double stick like really good tape from Dollar Tree. It's in their like hardware section and it's yellow. And I ended up using that on the back and that stuck. So Just let you know that. Okay, so I have these little white trees. They're from Joann's. I think Dollar Tree carries them too. And as you can see, I'm just gluing them along the bottom, and that's it for this project. But I just think it is so beautiful. Also, to keep you warm and pain-free in this wintry season, I wanted to share this heating pad from UTK, and it is a stone heating pad. It has far infrared technology. It is large. It's going to cover your whole body and help with pain relief. If you have been here a while, you know that I suffer from neck and back pain, and this thing has been amazing to help with that pain relief. It works so much better than just an everyday heating pad, which has electric coils in it. This is like hot stone therapy. I can put it in my craft chair and just get that pain relief. It has 132 jade and 54 tourmaline stones. It has built-in carbon fiber to emit far infrared rays, and also stimulates detoxification. So check out the link in my description and get one of these for yourself. I got this 24-inch wreath frame from Michaels. It is retail $5.99, so that's cheap just regularly. And then of course you're always going to get it on sale. So this is called What's in My Stash Wreath. And so that's why I got such a big one, because I knew I had a lot of stuff. So I have this large white mesh from who knows where. It's really thick. And then the blue is from Dollar Tree. And then I do end up using another white from Dollar Tree because I run out of this white one. But I do like this white. You know, it's not, of course, nicer quality. It's probably from Joann's, is my guess. So my mom likes to decorate her Christmas in these colors as well as silver. And she had a ton of ornaments left over. And so I grabbed them from her. I was going to just donate them. And then I was like, oh, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a beautiful winter wreath. And so this wreath is currently on my front door in January. It makes a perfect addition transitioning from Christmas. So I'm just poofing this and pinching it and then just adding it to the wreath form. I've never done one quite like this. I just fly by the seat of my pants. I'm sure there's like great techniques. This worked great for me. Again, I'm just using some zip ties and just poofing here and there. And then once I'm done, I will kind of I want to say poof again. I'll poof them out. So I'm just going to do this all the way around the wreath.
Not long ago you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone across your face.
Okay, so here is the bag of goodies that was left over. So I'm only going to use the bulbs here. I was really glad that they all matched this blue, so that was perfect. Okay, so I am going to just take some chenille stems here. Well, they're not chenille because these ones are sparkly. Pipe cleaners. Just weed them through the top of the bulb and then just tie them into the wreath, and I just go around the whole wreath and I put as many as I can. And then you'll see some snowflakes there off to the side. Those were also in that bag. I'm not sure, they didn't seem like ornaments. I'm not sure what they were, but I go ahead and just glue those pipe cleaners to the backs. And then I just tie those in to the wreath as well. And I just do this over and over. Now, there were some really cool ornaments in there from Dollar Tree and from the 99-cent store that were kind of big. Originally, I was going to put all those in there, but I made this so floofy with the mesh that it was kind of too much. So I just went with the bulbs and these snowflakes. And then I have these two snowflakes. I think they're from Dollar Tree. I know I've had them at least 2 years. So I glue on the pipe cleaners to these, and then I go ahead and also tie those into the wreath. Just kind of wanted to add a big statement to the side. And so here you see, that is how I glued it in. Now I did have to kind of scrape away some of the glitter so that the glue would stick. So just keep that in mind if yours is glittery, but that is such an easy way. And or you could also do a sign. I was gonna do one that said like Winter Wonderland or something like that. Okay, so now I have all these ribbons in my stash. I decide that I'm going to just cut them down to 9 inches and then, you know, gather the 3 different patterns here with a pipe cleaner again, and then also tie those into the wreath as well. Again, a lot of clearance ribbon or ribbon found in my Michael's grab bag. And then after that, so I was gonna make a giant bow because you gotta, you gotta have a big giant bow on a big giant wreath. And then as I was making this video after I took a break here, I was taking my mom's tree down and I was like, oh, that's right. I made a big, beautiful bow for the top of her tree. And so I was like, I'm just stealing that. I can always make her another bow. And so I was like, this bow is already made and beautiful. And if you need to see how I made the bow, because I didn't film that, of course, I'm going to show you up above. There will be a video that you can go watch and see how I made the bow. So here's the bow. See, isn't it so pretty? And so I'm just going to add that right below the snowflake. And then this wreath is done. You can see it was very easy to make and used up a lot of stuff in my stash. So there it is on my front door. I love how big it is. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. It says, hello, January. There's so many gorgeous gift bags. They make great, if you don't have scrapbook paper, go and grab a gift bag. I mean, this is gorgeous. It is shimmery, shiny, snowflakey. I'm going to cut it to size to fit into that frame. Again, if you're not a paper hoarder like me, you're going to find this is so pretty. Do you know how many sheets of paper you would get out of this? A sheet of this as scrapbook paper would be at least $1.99 at like Hobby Lobby, and you're only going to get a 12 by 12. So you get a big old gift bag for $1.25. It's going to go a long way. And especially if you're like me, I like my stuff to match too. So I like making a couple projects out of the same, supplies. And so I will use this gift bag again on another project that you'll see. And I love when it just kind of picks up, throughout my decor. So just with my paper cutter, I'm cutting this so it's actually straight. But of course, you can just use your scissors. I'm a big paper cutter fan because, of course, my true love and start is scrapbooking. So easy peasy. I'm just going to add this to the frame here. I'm not going to use the glass. You're welcome to use the glass, of course. You could just leave it like this. Seriously, it would be a cute background piece to your decor, but I'm gonna jazz up this snowflake. So I have this wood snowflake in my stash. It's from Wagner's, I never can remember the name, but I will link it down below. It's a Facebook group. It's a friend of mine and she sells wood pieces. So I love to buy her packs that are just like, she does like a kind of like a mystery pack of a holiday, and I love those. So anyhow, I'm just using some Elmer's silver glittery glue. And then I had these sequins things in my stash. Again, they're from Stampin' Up, and they're silver sequins and then white snowflakes. So I just dribble those over the glue, and then I just kind of pick off the ones that are hanging over and kind of make it look funky because it's a snowflake. And then I'll set this aside to dry, and it is such a beautiful snowflake. It's so fun. And so I'm just going to add this to the frame. But it got lost a little bit in that beautiful bag. So I cut out a piece of vellum, also from a stash, but vellum you can buy in the paper section. And I just made a circle here, and it kind of has little swirls on it, kind of gives that snowy swirl. And I'm just going to glue that down, and this makes the snowflake pop a little more. But that's it for this project. I love winter projects because it's the one time where you can have shimmer and glimmer and sequins and sparkles, and it doesn't look gaudy. It's actually very pretty. Does it snow where you're from? We may get a day or two of snow where I live, but that's it. Okay, I have this sign from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cover the inside so it doesn't matter taping this off. I'm going to use this vintage blue color, and I'm just going to paint the outside. So the frame of this is going to be kind of like a, well, vintage blue, kind of a navyish blue. And then I found another gift bag with a cute snowman on it, and it doesn't have any glitter or anything like that. So this one's going to give you a little bit more of a farmhouse look if that's more your speed. And again, you get a whole image here. I love it. And then I want to jazz it up because I guess I could just leave it. I could leave it with just putting this snowman down and, you know, calling it a day. But I'm going to add some of the puffy snow on it. And again, if you've been watching my winter videos, you know I'm using this Stampin' Up! Snow puff stuff. And because it's out of, they don't sell it anymore, I do link a different one that I've seen that probably does the same thing. But again, you could use the glitter glue. You could use Stickles. Stickles is another great alternative. They have just white, and then they have like a sparkly white, and so it's really easy to jazz up stuff with those different kinds of puff paints and whatnot. And I'm just going to go over the snowflakes, some dots, a little bit on the snowman, and that's it for this project.
If you wanna talk, I'm right here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna go out, we can go out. You can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out. I'm by your side now. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down, I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Better stand up tall, I know you can be brave, brave, brave. I know you can be brave, brave, brave. I know it did you wrong, wish I could take your pain away, 'cause I hate seeing tears streaming down your face.
Okay, what's a winter video without a snowman wreath form from Dollar Tree? So I took it outside and I sprayed it with some silver spray paint. I did not have white, so silver was my best bet because I didn't want the black to show through. And then just using some of this kind of fluffy yarn. I do believe I got this yarn at Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree seems to get like random yarns in there. Like they'll just get it, I'll see it one time, and I found some gorgeous yarns, like big fluffy yarn and just different types of yarn. So make sure you're checking that because they have their regular everyday yarn, but then they will get other kinds too that are just like closeouts. So easy. I'm just gonna go around this whole thing with the yarn. You didn't need to see me do all that. Okay, so here I'm using this gift bag again, and I'm going to cover the snowman's hat with this. And so easy, you're just going to kind of pencil around it so you know you're getting the right size. And then I'm going to hot glue his hat on. And then I'm going to take another piece of this and tri-fold it for the brim of the hat.
hide away just for one night. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down, I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Better stand up tall, I know you can be brave, 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 brave. I know you can be brave, 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 brave. Brave, 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 brave. Brave, brave, brave.
Okay, again using some ribbon. Again, I apologize that I don't know where it's from, but it's clearance ribbon. I'm just going to do the trick where you just basically fold it in half and flip the ribbon over, and you make an easy peasy bow, so you're not even like tying it or anything. I'm going to do that with this one, and then I found another like pretty white silvery one, and I'm going to do that as well. So here you just flip it. I'll show you, bend it here all the way over, and then you're going to bend it again, and then that's your tail. So it's super easy. If you're terrible at tying bows, you can't beat this bow. Of course, then I drop it and I have to redo it, but there you go. And then I will add this down to his or her neck there, and then I'm also going to use another ribbon around the brim of the hat.
Not long ago, you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna talk, I'm right here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna go out, we can go out. You can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out. I'm by your side now. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down, I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you.
Okay, and I found these two ornament pack from Dollar Tree. One is like a silvery snowflake and one is like a white shimmery one. And so I'm going to hang those from the center as well. And so what I do is I string one, did I say light ornament? One ornament onto the other ornament, and then I will tie that to the center. And then of course we'll need something in the center to kind of cover this. You see that polka dot blue ribbon there? It was just a small little piece I had left from some other project, and it matched the blue perfect. So just to kind of bring that bold blue down to the center, I just tie a simple bow and add that to the center here. And then you'll see a snowflake there up at the top, again from my stash, and I just glue that to the top of my snowman, and this project is complete, and he's just a fun and wintry snowman. Okay, this wreath form is from Michaels. It was in a grab bag. I'm not a big fan of those wreath forms, but I have a couple of them and I'm gonna use them up. And then all of these stems here are also from my Michaels grab bag. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous. And you guys are always asking me, when do the Michaels grab bags come out? Oh, by the way, these ones right here are from Dollar Tree. I don't end up using them, but I did want to show you them. So I cut them all apart, and then I'm just going to start going in a circle and tying these down with the stems that are the pipe cleaners that are already attached to the wreath form. Another reason I chose to use this form is because it's already white and all my other wreath forms are black, so it worked out really well. Okay, so when do grab bags come out? Okay, so when your Michaels goes to 80%, pay attention because typically the week after and potentially 2 weeks after, it goes to 90%, and that is when they do the grab bags. Grab bags are typically on a Monday. When it gets to 80%, ask the store manager, be like, are grab bags coming next Monday? They'll know. Or like I do, because I'll forget and I won't pay attention, is I follow the freebie guy, just like it sounds, the freebie guy on Instagram, and he'll always tell you, he'll be like, grab bags tomorrow, and so I turn my notifications on just so I know, like he'll let me know. And then, you show up there on Monday morning, right when the store opens, and you get yourself a gorgeous grab bag for $10. And most of the time, especially, I look for the ones that have stems in them. And you're like, how they're closed up, the boxes, but come on, there's ways to peek inside. And I always get the ones with stems because you get hundreds and hundreds of dollars in stems. Like, how gorgeous are these stems? So now this particular grab bag, I went in and I was getting grab bags and I wasn't really seeing stems. And so I saw the lady they're usually still making the grab bags when you get there. And I saw the lady kind of over by the florals and I said, oh, have you made any yet? And she was like, no, not yet. And for stems, sometimes they'll use a big like garbage bag. And she goes, here, gave me an empty bag and said, go ahead and fill it. And so I did. So this is like a little bonus project. So I grabbed one of these trays from Dollar Tree and I'm just weaving some silver ribbon through here just to give it a little extra. And this is kind of a two-part project. So this is something, if you're having a winter party, this is something you can use. I'm just going to tie a bow here. And then I'm going to use one of the little snowflake trays, also from Dollar Tree. And this would make a cute like chips and salsa or like bread and spinach dip. Thing as well. However, I love using trays as actual decor. I've made some things before with these trays. I love the depth of them, as you can see here. So this would be like your chips and salsa tray, okay? But if I were to glue that down and then hang it on the wall, it would be so pretty. Or lean it up against the wall, add one of these little plastic snowflakes from Dollar Tree, and it makes a little like 3D sign. So just a little idea for you if you are looking at what to do with those. I hope you enjoyed these winter DIYs. Now you can get some inspiration from this video as well. You could substitute hearts and make it a Valentine's one. All right, until next time, happy crafting.